Welcome, race fans, and Happy New Year. First broadcast of 2020 here on MaxSpeedTV. And we're here with the NSRA Friday Night Super Speedway Series. And they are out here practicing in the K&N cars right now at Daytona. So, going to be a pretty interesting one. But welcome back here to 2020. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it. We'll get right to it here. Coming up tomorrow night, we have the Old Farts Cup Series, followed by the Loose Lug Nuts Series. That'll be coming up tomorrow night. All right, looking at the race analytics. Like they're doing 80 laps. I think that's what they're doing, 80 laps. I think that's what it is. Anyhow, it's 200 miles. Tire window about 40 to 50 laps, but they'll probably get a little bit better tire wear than that. And when they pit, we'll probably see them take 2 tires and stuff like that. So they're only running 50% fuel. So that'll be about 22 laps on a tank of fuel, and pit road speed 60 mile an hour. All right, getting to the points here. Daniel Holloway takes over the point lead by 2 points over Mark Mann. Anthony Poston drops to third, 4 points behind. Paul Servon in fourth, 6 points back. Daniel Harrington in fifth, 15 points behind. Rick Stebrand sixth, 32 points back. Daniel Jackson in seventh, 34 points back. Sean Stevens moves up to 8th now, 47 points behind. Kelly Dahl finally back into the top 10. He is 49 points back in 9th. Scott Warren rounds out the top 10, 62 points behind the leader. Dwayne?
In 11th, RJ Buckhannon, 65 points behind the lead. 12th, TJ Buck, 68 points behind the lead. 13th is Douglas Johnson. He is 69 points behind. 14th is Chris Akers, 73 back. 15th, J.D. Crow, 75 points behind. David Booth is in 16th, 79 points behind. Les Levy in 17th, 100 points behind the lead. 18th, Joe Sanders, 105 behind. Jesse Unrun, 19th, 106 back. And rounding out the top 20 is Michael Pondo Co. He is 110 points behind the lead in 20th.
Very good, very good. Well, tonight I got Dwayne LaPrade in the booth with me here, so welcome back, Dwayne. It's good to be back here 2020 for the first broadcast, and it's good to have you in the booth with me, brother, and I mean that. It's always a pleasure.
Oh, yeah, it's good to be here, man. First race, first of the year. It's going to be exciting, man.
Yes, sir. Well, I got to ask James Wormsley in chat there. I got to ask you a question, brother. I get a subscribe notice from you like weekly. Are you like subscribing and then unsubscribing after the race, or how are you doing that? Because every week you're subscribing to MaxSpeedTV. I don't have a problem with it. I'm just curious and wanted to know why. How come you're doing that? Because you don't have to do that. You know, once you're subscribed, you're subscribed.
Yeah, and then you just click the bell notification, get notified.
Yeah, just click the bell notification there. Click all in there because it gives you options now. I'm just curious. Hey, DF Williams, Crazy Dan. Yeah, we're going to miss you in here, Dan. You're points leader and you're not going to be here tonight. Wow, really? Chase, how you doing? Eric Green, good luck to you, Eric. Man, a lot of people in chat there. Hopefully everybody has a good time tonight and enjoys the call of the race. Going to be a good one. We got about 6 minutes left in practice.
Should be a nice, clean race. We got 23 drivers in the field tonight, so should be a good show.
Yeah, good to see you there, DF Williams. Well, that's always good to have an uneventful holiday, let me tell you. We don't want to have eventful holidays.
No.
The only kind of eventful we want is the good events. So, but yeah, I'm glad everybody had a safe and happy holiday. These guys have been off and they're ready. They're chomping at the bit getting back out here. Now, we were talking, Dwayne and I, about, you said, Dwayne, the guys were complaining about the cars being a little loose. You could save them easy, but they're a little bit loose.
Yeah, just a product of the way these cars are designed and the new tire model. Track temperature's not all that hot today, only 82 degrees, which overall isn't that bad. Yeah. But, you know, the way these cars, and you can probably see it if out there on the track as they're running right now, a whole lot of wiggling going on in with just
Right.
the way these cars are, loose getting in, loose all the way through the corner. And it doesn't take much. I mean, we see guys swerving back and forth even on the straightaway here. So guys are going to have to be careful and mindful of that. Give a little extra room, not get in so tight on the side draft. Plus, watch out for that double yellow line. It will send you
Yeah.
around in a heartbeat.
Yeah, we've already been seeing that here in practice. The guys catching that yellow line, especially in the tri-oval. It's really bad right there in the tri-oval. Well, hey, Mara. How you doing,
what a
Mara?
lot of people don't realize, the tri-oval, it's banked just like the corners are. It's not quite as much. It's only about 9 degrees of banking, but
Right.
it's still enough. If you get loose, it's pretty hard to save it.
Yep. Hockey tournament weekend, huh? Well, I guess that's why you're not here then, Dan. I know you told me last week, and I couldn't remember if it was the Friday night one or Sunday night one you weren't going to be here. But I hope to see you Sunday night. Well, folks, we're going to step away and play the national anthem. We'll be right back after that with qualifying, so stay tuned.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket treading, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land? Another praise in the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in name, the name of the brave. We are the USA. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the USA. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land
All right, folks, we're back. Qualifying's just getting started. Well, hey, Randy, how you doing? Long time no see there, buddy. Oh, Crazy Dan's going to miss his night to hold on to that points lead tonight. That's all right. We were figuring, Dan, we were figuring about, you'll probably drop to about 7th, 8th, maybe 9th. I don't know if you'll drop that far, but probably. Because all the guys that are right behind you in points there are out there tonight. So you're... excuse me, you're probably going to lose a few positions in the point. I'm sure you'll come back.
Not to mention, you know, he's good to go for the chase.
Yeah.
So.
And we still got 3 races till the chase, so it'll be interesting to see who's going to be locked into the chase. 3 races after tonight left before they start the round of 12. 12 drivers will go into the chase with a chance to win the championship.
RJ Buchanan, currently your pole sitter.
Yes, sir.
Mark Mann to the top. No surprise, Paul Servant has taken over the top spot. And Scott Warren currently second.
He's got these cars figured out how to get them to the pole. Remember, he was having trouble in this car. He was good at doing it in the Cup car, but not in this one. But I think he's got it figured out now.
Yes, sir.
Very good. We got a few guys coming in though. Dana Osborne. Let's see. Joe Sanders, Sean Stevens, still out there on the track. Haven't turned in their final lap yet.
Dana Osborne, second place. Your teammates starting on the front row.
Very nice. That's the way to do it. Get your teammate right up there with you first thing.
Yep. And we'll have to see Anthony English. I don't know if he's going to get a second lap in before time expires. We'll have to wait and see.
No, I doubt it. He's just going to get about a lap and a half in, probably.
Well, he's already completed. He's on his first lap now. Yeah, he's not going to have enough time to complete both laps. So wherever he comes in here.
All right, looks like that's going to wrap up qualifying. Everybody's Anthony English is on the track, but yeah, I don't think he's going to have enough time to get a lap in.
No, he is done.
That's it. All right. Okay, let's get him down here on the MaxSpeedTV starting grid. Paul Servant taking the pole, the 49.096. Congratulations to Paul for grabbing that pole. Dana Osborne, his teammate, will start on the outside of the front row in second. Scott Warren, third. Mark Mann will start fourth. Daniel Jackson, fifth. Rick Seabrand, sixth. Hondo Co. will start seventh. Sean Stevens, eighth. Kelly Dahl, ninth. And Eric Green rounds out the top 10. Dwayne?
Les Levy rolls off 11th. Donovan Ranta, 12th. David Booth 13th, RJ Buchanan 14th, Joe Sanders 15th, Jordan Saylor 16th, Anthony English 17th, Chris Akers 18th, David Overstreet 19th, Douglas Johnson 20th, Slurpee Herman 21st, TJ Buck I'm showing 22nd, Todd Poston 23rd.
I missed a couple there, but okay. That's all right.
I did?
Yeah, there was one in there. I can't remember who it was now. Don't matter. All right. Good. We're good.
Okay.
All right, 80 laps. Remember, they can only get about 22 laps on a tank of fuel. 22 laps, so going to be a few pit stops.
Yeah, you're going to want to do 4 pit stops just to make sure you have enough to do a green-white checker if we need it.
Right. All right, they got 2 green-white checkers and 2 quick repairs. So there will be I'm sure there's going to be some resets used out here, Dwayne.
Oh, I'm sure. The way these cars have been dancing around in practice,
Yeah.
Plus, staying off the yellow line is a must. That's going to be a key to tonight. If you're going to win, you're going to have to be off that yellow line.
Yes, sir. I'll tell you, these are nice looking cars. I really like these cars. Always have liked them. I think my favorite one, as far as sound, is the super modified or
super late model.
Super late model. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Man, that's an awesome sounding car. And not too many people drive that anymore. I don't know why.
I'm not sure myself. I love that car. It's plus it doesn't have any manufacturer's decals on it, so you can put whatever make and model you want on there.
That's right. All right, folks, here we go. Getting ready to start it up for the first time back here in 2020 on MaxSpeedTV. Paul Servant's going to bring it to the line. Pace car heads to pit road. And green. We're underway here for 2020.
Both lines get a good start.
Dane Osborne kind of falling back just a little there, but outside line needs to get worked up there. Mark Mann, tighten up that group. Rick Seabrand's right behind him. Takes a little while to get them up to full speed. They're just about to full speed now. Right by the time they get to turn 3, they will be at full speed.
Yeah, these cars don't have quite the restrictions on them that some of the higher class cars do.
Right.
So it doesn't take them nearly as long to get up to speed.
Pretty tight group right here, but guys are laying back a little bit, I've noticed.
Yeah, we've already got 2 packs forming here.
Yeah. And these guys, Anthony English, kind of laying back just a little bit, but that's his calling card, Dwayne. That's what he does. He laid back a little bit. Might even see him drop back further yet. I don't know.
A couple guys I'm a little surprised. They're usually towards the front. Chris Akers and TJ Buck, they're in the back right now, just hanging out.
Yeah, hanging out right now. Well, these are the guys that we usually see get caught up in something and don't finish the race. TJ Buck, Chris Akers, they get mixed up into some stuff back here. So maybe this is a good idea to stay back a little bit, change up their strategy a little bit. That'd be a good thing.
Yep. And I believe Dana Osborne led that lap.
I think you're right. Yes, he did.
0.08 of a second.
Very good. So the teammates have been the leaders here. Paul Servant retakes the lead. The thing about these cars, folks, they don't really line up good on the back. When you're pushing somebody, you really don't want to push in the corners with these cars. I can't really explain what I mean by that, but you don't want to get right up on and push somebody in the corners. You can on the straightaways. You can push them all day long.
Yeah, the way that the front of these cars are designed, they're not flat.
Right.
They're rounded. So, and they don't line up well to the back bumpers because the back bumpers are also rounded. So you got to hit the guy square. And,
Yes, sir.
With the way these cars wiggle around a lot, you definitely don't want to hit them in the corner. And if you don't hit them center, you're going to send them around with a bumper hook.
Sure thing.
And hopefully we won't see it, but these cars are notorious for it. We may see it tonight.
Hondo Co. running in 7th, right where he started. There's Kelly Dahl right behind him. They're pretty much everybody's riding about where they qualified, so they're not really getting too rambunctious about getting up there. Well, we got teammates here, Eric Green and Donovan Ranta, working together. Two teammates there.
Yeah, and these cars are a little more narrow than some of the other cars that we run, so normally 3 wide is not much of a possibility on this track, but with these particular cars, we may see it tonight.
Oh yeah, definitely. I look for it because Dane Harrington for some reason didn't make it in. That's a bummer. And Paul Servant comes around to lead another lap. He's trying to get that point lead back from Daniel Holloway. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, he's already got a bonus point for getting the pole position, got a bonus point for leading a lap. Next in line is a bonus point for leading the most laps.
That's right. All right, Daniel Jackson sitting in fifth spot right now. Les Levy picks up 1 position, moves into 10th. Got David Booth right behind him, pushing him pretty hard.
Oh, man. Larry Herman just had a moment. He went from all the way up top on the track all the way down to the bottom, getting loose in the corner.
Ooh.
Luckily, everybody behind him was able to check up and miss him, but what a save.
And I'll tell you, guys got to be careful. These cars are just not bumper friendly or catching the yellow line friendly either. So, now look at Chris Akers laying back there. Man, he's in safe mode right now. Oh, there's Dan Harrington. Dan Harrington just joined in.
Yep, he is currently scored
6 laps down. Dang.
6 laps down, yeah. Just went 7. And he's in the wall as the field comes by him.
Oh, well, that ain't good.
No, that is not going to help him at all.
He could be having some problems, maybe.
Yeah, he is now 7 laps down with no drafting help. He may lose some more before it's over.
Dang.
It's definitely not how you want to start a race.
Nope.
Laps down and in the wall.
Well, everybody's doing a good job right now. Nobody's getting too awful racy, so that's a good thing, I think, at this point. You know, I mean, you want to get some of the laps chewed up here. Excuse me. You got to think about, they got to start thinking about their first round of pit stops here. Probably in about another 11
to 12
laps, somewhere along in there. Yeah, somewhere along in there.
And one thing I'm noticing here as we go along, the guys on the bottom seem to be struggling a little bit, trying to keep the car off the yellow line and off the guy above them because it slides up so much from being loose.
Yeah, I just seen Scott Warren have a moment there, caught the yellow line, just the edge of it. You can't imagine the difference in the transition when you catch that yellow line. the transition from the banking to the flat apron is quite a bit, and it just unloads the back of that car.
Yeah. And TJ Buck tried to make it 3 wide for a second, but nobody went with him.
All right. Well, look who's moving forward now. Chris Akers coming up through the field. And he's
there he
picking him up.
goes.
Look at that, right up through the middle. Wow.
That's a heck of a move right there.
I'm telling you, the guys, Eric Green just said, man, I'm going to get out of your way.
Yeah, Chris, he's a guy who wants to hang out at the back, but he has a hard time staying back there.
Yep.
He always wants to get to the front, which
He's
is respectable in a racer.
Oh, yeah. He's just very aggressive, and sometimes it pays off for you, and sometimes it doesn't. And the way his luck runs, you know as well as I do, Dwayne, his luck never runs good for him. He always gets caught up in something. Oh, David
man.
Booth
David
down on that
Booth.
apron.
Look out.
Oh, my gosh. And that's the kind of stuff right there that could have caused Chris Akers to get wrecked out, you know?
Yeah, and that's why if you've noticed, the outside line, normally we'd see them right down pinching that inside line almost, trying to get that side draft, but the way these cars are wiggling, you definitely don't want to do that here tonight.
I just can't believe how much they're wiggling around. This is unbelievable. I mean, it's pretty bad. I mean, I think that's why we're not seeing a whole lot of side drafting action going on right now. Have you noticed that?
I have noticed that, yeah.
Guys aren't getting too close to them guys on the bottom. They're kind of standing their ground a little bit there, but man.
Well, that's good news for Paul Servant. With these guys not getting any side draft, it's hard for that outside line to make any grounds to start leapfrogging him.
Yes, sir.
And if he can keep it up, he will definitely lead the most laps at this rate.
Yeah, how much more difficult is that going to be for these guys to make something happen on that high side to get by him?
Well, we're still early in the race. We haven't even got to our first pit stop yet. I got a feeling the patience is going to be a factor tonight. How long are you willing to hang it out there before you make your move?
So true, so true. Well said.
Especially for the guys a little further in the back, like Daniel Jackson, who's pretty much been stuck on the bottom with nowhere to go this entire race. Pondo Co., Les Levy, these guys, they're going to get tired of just running around here following the leader.
Oh, we got a wreck. Oh my gosh, there's a wreck. First one. Caution is out. Let's go back and take a look at this and see what happened. Oh my gosh.
That started, it looks like Mr. Herman there he went high, tried to go back to the low side, but caught the two of David Overstreet right in the rear quarter panel.
Yeah, I'm on board with Slurpee Herman. All right, coming down the backstretch. Yeah, he was going to go, I don't know, boy, it almost looked like he was going to try to go up the middle. I think, he went up. What did he do there? Oh, yes, he does. He comes back down the hill and gets into him, and he's going to come up and collect TJ Buck into that. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, and David Overstreet goes barrel rolling through turn 3.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, the good news is it does look like everybody drives away, so nobody will have to tow, but resets will definitely be used.
Yes, sir. Even Joe Sanders just got a tiny piece of that, but I think for the most part, he slipped by pretty unscathed, so he should be okay. All right. Wait a minute. What the heck? I hit the wrong button there. Sorry. All right. Here they go, coming to pit road.
Yeah, this is no surprise at all. We're 3/4 of the way through a fuel run. Everybody's going to be on pit road.
Yep.
So it does look like Anthony English is going to stay out to pick up a bonus point.
Probably going to see some two tire changes here, no doubt. Track position's going to be pretty important.
Yep, it's like fuel only for our leaders.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah, well, Anthony English did stay out. So everybody comes off of pit road. Some guys happen to use a reset already. Them guys in the back, TJ Buck. I don't know, David Overstreet, he's still sitting there. I don't know if he surely ain't going to try to get that car fixed, I don't think. So brand new leader, Anthony English. Okay, let's see who we can get to talk to here. I was thinking maybe we would talk to David Overstreet.
Okay.
But he's
his motor. Yeah, I went back and looked at it. He drove away, but getting back to pit road, his motor blew, and he had to tow. So he didn't make it back before his motor blew.
All right, well, let's talk to him anyhow here. David Overstreet, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Wow, what a bummer, huh?
What a way to come back, huh?
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Second race of the season. There you go. That's
Man,
all
I'm
good,
telling you. Yeah, this is pretty crazy. Well, your motor let go and you had to tow to pit road, huh?
Yeah, it blew up.
Yeah.
I was trying to make it back.
Oh, man, that's a bummer. Well, I hope you can get back out. Well, you're going to be a lap down now, but you're going to get back out there anyhow. So, all right, well, I'll let you go. What's the racing been like out there? It looks like it's been a little bit kind of hard to make passes and stuff, ain't it?
Me and Anthony was just riding in the back there, more or less. So I don't even know what happened in that wreck. So we was just riding there. So
It looked like Stephen Herman come up into you, I believe it was.
Yes,
yeah,
looks like
caught the corner of you.
he went high and he did that going into the corner, so he got loose and just slid down the track into your quarter panel.
okay.
And that sent you up.
We was just riding it in the back there. So
it's a good thing this is just a simulator, huh?
yeah, I think I had gotten a funeral there, right there. I think.
Yeah, yeah. They wouldn't even have taken you to the infield care center. They would have just taken you to the funeral home. All right. Well, good luck out there, David.
All right. Thank you all.
Yes, sir.
Well, the good news is he's only one lap down. Still plenty of time to get back into this. I don't think we're done seeing cautions yet. Much as I hate to say it, I got a feeling we're going to see a few more of these before the night's over.
Definitely. Well, James, you didn't answer my question. Maybe you were stepped away and didn't hear me, but how come you keep subscribing to MaxSpeedTV? Like about once a week you subscribe to the channel. I don't care. I'm just asking, curious as to why you were doing that. I get a notification every time you subscribe, and it's one a week anyhow. You don't unsubscribe after you're done watching the race, do you? I mean, you only have to subscribe one time. I'm just curious. It's no big deal. But thank you for helping out in chat. I appreciate that very much.
Speaking of curious, Anthony English did not pit at all.
Yeah.
He stayed out. He's low on fuel. Everyone else is pitted. He's going to be pitting by himself in about 3 or 4 laps. I don't know about this call.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of odd. Yeah, he can maybe get about maybe 5 laps, maybe, because they've been out here under caution, but he'll have to come to pit road. Wow. Well, we'll see what's going to happen here. Maybe he's thinking there's going to be another quick caution. Might work out in his favor.
It might. We'll have to wait and see, but if this goes green, he is going to be in big trouble.
Well, get him going here, Dwayne.
Will do.
Pace car ducks off. Green flag is out, and we are back underway at Daytona International Speedway. Good start by both lines. And Servant's going to get a push from behind, and they're going to be drag racing going into one.
Yes, sir. Scott Warren pushing the daylights out of him. And that's the kind of what we were talking about, though. You got to be extra careful on that pushing. So I think he might be saving that for the straightaway here. He's got right to the bumper, but can he push him, and can he clear both of them and get to the lead? That's a good question right there. But I think Servant's going to come down the hill here in just a minute.
No, he's not going to have the chance.
Not yet.
And that's one thing we have yet to see this race is a pass on the outside. So
right.
We'll see if they can muster it up here.
I don't know. What was Anthony English thinking about staying out there? What would the strategy be on that? I'm at a loss right now.
I'm not sure. I mean, he's got to be hoping for a quick caution, but if he doesn't get it, he's going to be laps down.
Hey, called. Hey, Randy. Good to see you, Randy.
One thing I am noticing here, Savant, he is side drafting where other guys haven't done that yet this race.
Yeah. Well, Anthony English is a guy you can't trust, you know. Anthony's pretty steady on the wheel. I've never seen him, like, you know, jerk all around the place. So, and I'm sure Paul knows that. You know, there's guys out there that you know you can side draft with and do it safely. And I think Paul feels pretty comfortable around Anthony. And not only that, Anthony's in clean air too. So
true.
Cars in dirty air could be why the cars are wiggling around a little bit, because of that airflow around the cars just disrupts all the air around it.
Yeah, and we're seeing a lot like we saw in the beginning of the race for Dana Osborne, who now finds himself in third. You know, Servant can get to that outside going in, but he just can't get. He'll get by enough this time to lead the lap, but he just can't clear and bring it down to take the lead outright.
All right, Mark Mann now on the bottom for the first time today. He's been on the high side for that whole first part of the race. We're waiting to see when Anthony English is going to be coming to pit road, because he's got to be feeling the tank on that thing has got to be starting to get pretty low on fuel. I hope he's watching the fuel mileage.
And one other thing to take into consideration, as that fuel burns off, the rear end of that car is going to get lighter, so
yes,
he'll get a little more squirrely as this goes on.
Oh, you bet. You betcha. Daniel Jackson still hanging out. 7th place after starting 5th. And you notice the field's kind of falling back a little bit. Chris Akers, quite a gap there between Rick Seabrands and Chris Akers on that high side.
Yeah, and other than the round of pit stops, we really haven't seen much passing out on the track this race yet.
Right.
I don't know if that's a product of the cars or just the way this race is going right now.
Yeah, everybody just being extra careful right now. Boy, Pondo Code just come down the hill there in front of Les Levy, and that checked up that bottom line quite a bit. Les had to check up. David Booth had to check up. Wow. But that left the upper line there for Todd Poston coming up there to join Chris Akers. You watch those two get to the front quick. Todd Poston started 24th tonight, and here he is in 10th.
Yeah, he's definitely one of our big movers right now.
Anthony English probably just a couple of laps from having to make a pit stop. And I hope he's going to be on the radio communicating that to these guys. Guys, I'm coming in, you know, because, boy, if he slows up right in front of Dane Osborne, that's going to check up that bottom, and we could see a crash.
Or worst case scenario, if he's not even checking his gauges and runs out of fuel.
Yeah. Oh, boy, that would be horrible.
That would be huge.
Yeah, that would. Oh, man. Look at Chris Akers going to the high side. There's a guy that's not afraid to go 3 wide, but this track's a little tighter than Talladega.
And he's bringing Todd Poston with him, so
Yes, they
he's
are.
going to have a little help here.
Kelly Dahl comes up behind him. I don't know. Chris might be rethinking this. I don't know. I would be rethinking it right now.
Doesn't look like he is.
He's not making a whole lot of progress right now, though. All right, he's going to duck back down in behind Rick Seabrands. I'll have to save that for another time. And here comes Anthony English to pit road. I told you he was going to be short on fuel.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh.
And the worst part is he's by himself. No draft
Yeah.
help. That's the loneliest feeling in the world right now.
And
He's
look at
gotta
this.
have a perfect pit stop.
This put Paul Servant and Dane Osborne right back together, Dwayne. And we know how those two are when they get together. Oh, look out.
Absolutely. And English slid ever so slightly through his pit stall, had to back up, took 2 tires. See where he comes out here.
I don't know what happened to Jordan Sailors, but Jordan way off the pace.
Yep. Now it looks like he's going to be able to catch here. Anthony English and those two, if he checks up, those two should be able to draft together. So this might work out okay.
Maybe.
But he's going to have to check up.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to.
I sure would.
Chris Akers up to the 4th position. Him, Todd Poston, and Kelly Dahl working together up there right now with Scott Warren. Scott wants to lead a lap. Oh, he did lead a lap. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, when Paul went down in front of his teammate, that left the door open for Scott, and he was able to get by on the high side.
Right now,
Like
Scott.
he's going to do this lap.
Yes, sir. He leads another one.
And look right behind him, Chris Akers making his way up front.
I know it.
Todd Poston in tow with Kelly Dahl as well.
These guys, they're feeling pretty confident right now. The car must be feeling okay, Dwayne. I don't know. I guess it's, it depends a lot on the driver too, and your equipment at home. If you've got good equipment, sometimes you can handle that car being a little squirrely on the track better than somebody that, like me, I got cheap stuff,
Right.
I mean, I may be pulling at straws there, but I've heard a lot of guys say that better equipment makes you a better driver.
Oh, absolutely. There's no question.
It's like
But I think-
anything.
I think the biggest thing is we've gone through a full run here. We've had we've had their round of pit stops. They're getting settled in. Now it's time to just start racing.
Yep. Yes, sir. We're about 12 laps from the halfway mark. And if you're just joining us, we've had 1 caution so far. Been pretty good racing. They showed a lot of patience at the beginning of the race. There was just a slip up there at the back is all what brought out that caution. Just a slip there by Slurpee Herman. But he's okay. Got his car fixed up. He's okay. David Overstreet was the one that got the worst end of that deal. Blew up his motor trying to get the pit road and does go a lap down, but he's in the mix here. If the next caution comes out, he's in the driver's seat here for the wave by. So, wow, he went way high right there in the corner. I don't know if he misread the turn or what happened there, but TJ Buck finds himself into the 12th spot, so he's working his way back to the front. And he's working with the lap car.
Company.
He's working with the lap car there, Dan Harrington. Yeah, very good, very good.
I do find it interesting that we haven't seen as much leapfrogging in this race as we normally do with other race cars.
Yep.
I don't know if it's the car itself, the aero package on it, but now I believe I just heard the leaders are coming this time by, Rudy. They're short pitting.
Whoa. Really? That would be really short. That'd be like about 13 green flag lap. he must have been faking it out or something. All right, passing up for Anthony English. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh, they got together, and there is the caution. Wow, let's go back and take a look at that.
That was craziness.
Who was that? Jordan Sailors?
That was Jordan Sailors. Yeah, he just
Okay.
got up into the wall and went surfing.
Yeah. What was when them guys come by, that that whole pack, when they came by, it might have kind of freaked them out a little bit. I know it does me, especially here at Daytona with it's a little bit narrow. Right there, he got into it looked like he was just trying to stay out of their way. And boy, he rode the wall there for a minute. And Anthony English followed him right into the wall. You know how that goes, Dwayne.
Yep.
When you're following somebody and they go into the wall, you go right along with them. So there's a couple resets.
And that's good news for David Overstreet. He will be back on the lead lap.
Yes, sir. Very good. Yep. Well, I don't think that was too serious a damage. Anthony English actually did get into the wall again. But
yeah, he actually spun down around in front of the track, and that's what brought out the caution there. But
wow.
Yeah, he should be fine. He'll probably come in, use a reset, or try to get it fixed.
All right, second caution.
I believe these guys will be in this time.
Oh, yeah, they'll pit. Well, you said Paul Servant didn't take any tires last time. He might maybe take 2 tires this time. It only takes you like about another 2 seconds to take 2 tires, so. Here they come.
And it does look like all of the lead lap cars are on pit road.
Yep. Yeah, and the left side tires for Paul Servant and Dane Osborne. Paul's out first. Oh, wait a minute. Scott Warren got out first.
Wow.
Wow, he powered it off of pit road. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe he didn't. Nope, he didn't. He didn't beat Paul to the line. That's what it was. How about Chris Akers coming out third? Let's talk to Chris.
Okay.
You want to talk to him?
Sure.
All right. There he is.
Chris Akers, Dwayne in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir, Dwayne. How are you tonight?
All right. Well, that was an impressive pit stop there. You come off pit road third.
Yeah, I was hoping to get out in front of Dana and the 76, but fortunately I got in fourth.
Well, how's the racing out there? We haven't seen as much leapfrogging going on as we've seen in the past. Is it just a product of how the cars are handling, or aero package? What do you think's going on out there?
It's a little bit of the aero package. Yeah, it's a little bit of the aero package. The guys are falling off real bad behind the draft. We'll get up there and push pretty hard on the 76, and we'll get right in front of the 3, but it's all I got to push them all the way around. So
how's the temperatures looking? These things overheating bad, or
no? I
about
pushed
normal?
10-15 laps right there and didn't get hot but twice right there at the end, right before that caution come out. So it looks pretty good.
All right. Well, I take it your plan is just to stay up front the rest of the race then.
Yep, it is. I would have been up here at the start, but I touched the wall on qualifying, so I just said I'll start from the back.
All right. Well, good luck to you, and hopefully we talk to you at the end.
Thank you, Dwayne.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's out at a hockey game with his son, or he'd been here tonight. Hopefully they do good tonight. Awesome. Awesome. Hopefully they do great.
Yep, and he's right now, as we mentioned before, he's fourth in points. But he's only 6 points out of the lead coming into this race. He has a great chance if he can finish, get the most bonus points, win the race. He may come out of here with the points lead.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I mean, yes. Oh, he's only 6 points back. That's not far. I mean, gosh, he's probably already gotten by these guys. But the thing of it is, he's had some bad mojo that's happened to him here in the last couple races, and hopefully he can get his good mojo back.
All right. Well, right now, as it stands, Mark Mann is in 6th place. But with those bonus points that Servant's got, that's more than 6 points made up there.
Well, I don't see any. Well, Kelly Dahl did a 4-tire change. Slurpee Herman, Joe Sanders, Sean Stevens, and David Overstreet. They all did 4-tire changes.
Yep, and if you notice, they're all starting in the back of the pack.
Mm-hmm. Everybody else did like 2 or none. But I will say, Scott Warren had the fastest pit stop of anybody. He beat everybody the fastest pit stop.
Yep, that was a decent pit stop. 4.65 seconds.
I think he thought he had it off of pit road too and didn't quite make it. All right, going to be restarting on lap 36.
And it kind of makes me wonder, these guys are figuring out, the aero package is playing a factor into the night's race. You're going to see a lot more gambling on pit road. Might even see a little more beating and banging, trying to get the guy loose under you so you can get by him.
True. All right, well, folks, here we go. Pace car heads to pit road. Paul Servant leading him to the green, and the green flag's in the air. All right, it's a drag race here between him and Scott Warren. Chris Akers now trying to push Scott. Got to be careful on that bumper, though, as they get up to full speed here. A little bit of a gap there back to Mark Mann. Mark might be kind of playing it safe right now. Well, let's get up to speed here. We'll get things ironed out as we get, closer to the front. Todd Poston working with him. Pondo Co. up there. Les Levy now into 11th, back where he started. Eric Green, I think this is his first race with these guys. Eric Green and Donovan Ranta. The first race with these guys.
Very nice.
So, yeah, I think they came over from OP Racing.
Good to see him out there.
Yeah, another great league. Broadcasted by Turn 3. Turn 3. Whatever it is.
With the way these cars are handling tonight, track position off of pit road is going to be critical.
Yeah, but they over there at OP Racing, broadcasted by none other than the KR Stolfus, man. Definitely a big fan of his, and always like to hear him on the call. He does a great job. All them guys over there do.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they all were with MaxSpeedTV. I miss them, but whatever. All right, RJ Buchanan back in 12th.
As they say, the show must go on.
That's right. Kelly Dahl Sitting back here after he did a 4-tire change. He's coming back up through. Guys are laying back here. Eric Green, Donovan Ranta, these guys working together, teammate. The first time out, I think they're kind of taking it easy right now on these guys, because I know Eric Green's a good racer, and I know it would be nothing better for him than to try to get a win here tonight, show these guys just how good he is. But he's playing it safe right now, and that's a good thing. You know, you don't want to go out first night out with a new league like this and start beating and banging on people. That's not a good thing.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to get people mad at you in a hurry.
Yep.
But I got to tell you, Rudy, as this race goes on, I would be on the radio with my teammates saying, hey, we got to do something here. There's nobody passing. We got to short pit this thing and try to get off sequence and hope it turns into a fuel mileage race, because at this point, that's the only way it's going to get shaken up. Yeah,
I know. Yeah, if the guys are just kind of riding right now, nothing's going to change. TJ Buck coming from 23rd up to 6th.
Very nice. He is definitely our biggest mover of the race right now.
Mm-hmm. Now, David Overstreet was the way by. He's back in 18th right now, so he's doing good. Doug Johnson, 18th. He started 20th. Joe Sanders hanging on to the tail end of that. Now, Slurpee Herman falling back here. He is with the lap down cars of Anthony English, Jordan Sailors, and Dan Harrington.
And that's not necessarily a bad spot to be. If something happens up front, you got time to get woed up.
You gotcha. You bet, man. That's where you want to kind of be. Actually, maybe even just a little further back, but they don't want to get too far back.
No. And as of right now, we only have 3 cars laps down. Anthony English, Jordan Sailors, Dan Harrington, everyone else. We have 21 cars on the lead lap.
Yeah, that's good. I don't know how Anthony English got 2 laps down. Something weird there. Because heck, he led some laps. Have been maybe he had to serve a green flag penalty or something.
I believe he got extra laps down when he got into the wall there with Jordan Sailors.
Oh yeah, okay. Forgot about that, yeah. John Stevens.
Pat Warren led that lap by 0.02 of a second.
Oh my. John Stevens, past sponsor of, I believe it was a Sunday night series. He is back here at 18th now after starting 8th. So you're going the wrong way there, Sean. Yeah, these guys caught right up to the back end of these guys, so Herman, he's caught up to him now. But he went high right there. Anthony English went right on by him. And that's not what you want to do. You don't want to let all these guys go by, but he could be doing it just to be safe. Yes, sir. Could be doing it to be safe.
Yeah, not to mention he has already had to use one safe repair. He does fast repair. He doesn't want to have to use the other one.
Boy, David Booth just took it to the outside line there really quick in front of TJ Buck. Let's ride along here with old TJ Buck for a minute, folks. Check out what it looks like from the driver's seat. And we got somebody blinking up there.
He's Scott Warren.
Yep. Oh, and he's
Warren
getting out of the way.
High.
Yeah, he's getting out of the way. Oh, man, I hope that's not a bad thing. Because we've seen where things like that have not worked out too well.
Yeah, his ping has climbed into the 800s. His quality is now down to 74% and dropping. He's probably going to time out here.
Yep. Yeah, he's already grayed out on my screen. That's a bummer. There he's back. He keeps flashing in and out. Oh, man. What a bummer. Well, this is good news for Chris Akers. So he'll get up here. Possibly could lead this lap. I don't know. Not looking too good at the moment. David Booth is trying to push him. And at the line, looks like it's going to be Paul Servant. Paul's well on his way, leading the most laps here.
Yes, he is. And with the way these cars are handling right now, unless something really drastic happens on a round of pit stops or something, I don't see him losing that.
Right. He's trying one more time here. Right, talking to David Booth, saying, come on, push the daylights out of me. I want to get up here and lead a lap. Chris is all the way back in 14th in points.
And now
And he's got it. Oh, did he get it?
yes, he did get that lap.
Yes, he
left.
did. All right, very good.
And iRacing doesn't know which one of them led it because I have 0.000
I believe
on
it.
my stopwatch here.
I believe it.
But it does look like Scott Warren's connection has stabilized, but he finds himself now 21st,
Yep.
6 seconds behind the lead, and without drafting help. He's
Oh,
in trouble.
man. Well, at least he was nice enough to get out of the way and don't be up into the mix of cars like that when your connection's that bad. That's a good thing.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, we got an
we got a
accident.
spin. Todd Poston involved in it. I'm trying to get to it here. Hold on. Yeah, Todd Poston he was hooked or something here. Let's go back and take a look at this.
Looks like Les Levy hanging off the bottom by a little bit. Looks like him and RJ Buchanan get together, and Todd was just a bystander in that. Big one in the back. A lot of cars involved.
Yeah. Oh, he did. He come right up the hill. Man, let's go back and take a look at this from a different angle. You can see it. I can see it happening right here. He kind of looks like Les kind of come up the hill, and looks like maybe RJ Buchanan come down the hill. They kind of met in the middle there.
Yep, that's what I saw.
Yeah.
It was on from there, and these guys tried to get slowed up in the back and just nowhere to go.
Yeah, boy, Todd Poston went for a heck of a ride right there, but boy, these guys piled into the wall pretty hard. Oh, man, Les Levy, upside down on the roof, both of them. Pondo Co. caught up in it. Oh, my gosh, Anthony English, Joe Sanders. Yeah.
Back half of the field, pretty much. I don't think anybody escaped that who was in behind these guys.
No, even Dan Harrington, he's 6 laps down. This is going to hurt him more. But looks like Chris Akers will be our leader when we get back to green here. Or, well, when they come to pit road, let me put it that way. All right, I think this is caution number 3, if my count's correct. Yes.
I believe so, yeah.
And we got 33 to go, so they'll still have to stop one more time after this, even after this one, Dwayne.
Oh, yeah. Nobody can make it from here. You want to get to at least 20 to go or less, preferably
Right.
less, so you have enough fuel for the green-white checkers if they need it.
That's
But,
right.
see
You know,
how
one
they
thing
go here.
One thing I've noticed a lot of times, some of these guys don't plan for that green-white checker, you know?
Right.
They're thinking that it's going to stay green coming to the end, but how many times have we seen these races finish under green? A lot fewer times than we have seen them finish green, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So, but Paul Servant, he comes off pit road first. It's like fuel only pit stop for these guys. So let's get a word in with Paul if I can find him. Where the heck is he? I can't find him. There he is. I got him.
Okay.
Paul Servant, you got a copy?
I sure do, buddy.
Well, how's it going out there? You've led a lot of laps so far.
Bonus points.
Yes, sir.
Going pretty good. I mean, car feels good. Front end is a little, I guess, left and right. You know, it feels, the splitter's off the track. I guess the air's getting underneath the cars.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just little tweaking to do on it next race before next race with it, I guess.
Well, we were talking about, like the clean air, dirty air thing. Okay. You really haven't had much of a chance to be in dirty air. But in the clean air, do you think the car would feel a whole lot better than it would back in that dirty air? Because the cars back in the field, they seem to be weaving around a lot.
Well, yeah, and again, that's dirty air or not. I think it's because if you look at the front end of the splitter of the cars, I mean, they're like 3-4 inches off the track at full speed, and that's not helping the car's aerodynamics at all.
Oh no, for sure. And then when you guys got the power on, it probably lifts that front end up even just a little bit more too.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's too bad they need to get that splitter down just a little, don't they?
Yeah, well, me and Chris were talking about it in our chat channel, and yeah, we definitely got to maybe raise the back end and lower the front end.
Yeah. Well, we haven't seen too much passing out there. Is it a product of this car just kind of being a little squirrely on the track?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're kind of seeing too. It looks like, and now I've noticed, like there earlier when you and Anthony English were out there battling, you pulled down there and got a little side draft off of him a couple times. And I know Anthony's a pretty clean racer for the most part, and so are you. So there's certain guys out there you can trust to drive down there and get a little side draft off of them. Some you can't, And
Yep, true.
back in the field in that dirty air, and I think that's what we're seeing back there. These guys are getting a little squirrely back there, and that's what's bringing out the caution. So,
Yeah, well, she's a handful for sure. And again,
Yeah.
I think it's just the new package, tire model, and the fact that the front end splitters off the track is definitely not helping.
Right. Well, how is the new tire model on this car?
I haven't taken tires yet.
You haven't? I thought I seen you take two.
Yeah, I think I take left. Yeah, I took left side. Sorry.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
two yellows before that. The first yellows I didn't take any.
Yep.
I think the last yellow before this one I took lefts. And this stop I didn't take any.
Yep. Well, very good, man. I'll tell you what. Well, you beat Chris Akers off the pit road, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, he's hard to beat for sure off pit road.
Yeah.
Gained many spots when he exits pit. So yeah, I was happy about that.
Yep. All right. Well, Paul, we'll let you get going, and good luck out there, brother.
Okay, thank you, and Happy New Year to everybody, you guys, fans, and all that. I hope you enjoy the show, man.
Yes, sir. Happy New Year to you too, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, fireman. Yeah, these cars are pretty good there, RFK. I like to see these cars out here on super speedways. These are pretty awesome cars to run on super speedways. What they're struggling with right now is that dirty air. We know that it seems to affect a lot of cars, and I think that's what's making these cars kind of wiggle around a little bit out there. The guys are having a little bit of difficulty, keeping them good and steady, a good straight, steady line. So, all right, well, here we go back to green. So get them going, Dwayne.
Will do.
$29 to go when they get to green.
Pace car ducks off. Green is out and we are back underway. Chris Akers gets a great start. He's actually going to lead that lap.
Yeah. He timed that lap pretty good right there, that start.
He did. Of course, as you look, you've got teammates in the top 4 right now.
Yeah. Daniel Jackson, high side here. Now he's a good pusher on Chris Akers. I think they would do better if Chris was pushing, but Daniel's a pretty good pusher. You see him pushing there on the straightaway. And in the corners, he kind of lifts a little bit, kind of give that car a little time to get some air and Don't saw on that back bumper. Boy, I'll tell you, that's the bad part about these cars.
Yeah, and just to give a little more information on what Paul was alluding to there, when you go down in the corner, you want the front end of the car to just stick and be smooth. When they're going into the corner right now, it's almost like the front end. It's like you're driving on snow right now, and the front end just wants to slide on you.
Yep.
And that is not a fun feeling.
And that's why I can't understand. He didn't take tires on that first pit stop. And, you know, no one just with this new tire model and how the cars are feeling out there right now. Boy, that's pretty brave to do that, you know?
Yeah, and I don't think it's so much a product of the tire as it is, like you said, the front end. You can see it right there. These front ends, normally you want that front end, you know, just touching that track. Oh, we got a guy off in the field.
Uh-oh. RJ Buchanan. Oh, what happened there? Let's go back and see if we can figure out what happened here.
Oh, looks like, he had a little help coming off the corner there. He and Joe Sanders got together coming off a 4.
Oh, man. Hondo Co come down in front of him. Joe Sanders high side here. And it looks like Joe just come right down into him. Wow. And that sent him sliding.
Now, you're not missing anything up front. Nothing has changed.
Wow. Wow, man, that tough break for RJ. Man.
Right. But as I was saying,
go ahead.
You definitely want to have... Whoa, we got a nice step. Oh, man.
Oh, no, there's a big one.
That's a huge one.
I've seen Rick Seabrands into that. I'm not sure where that started, but let's go back and take a look at it here.
That was accordion effect. That started right up front with Daniel Jackson. He goes down into the corner. Looks like there was some net code going on between he and either he got loose or there was some net code between him and TJ Buck, because it looks like TJ was a little higher than normal. But that car just ducked out, and when it did, it upset everybody else behind him.
Oh, it did, yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, right there. And it looked like, yeah, Scott Warren come down, got into Mark Mann, David Booth, and collected Rick Seabrands. Oh my gosh. That was pretty
that
bad.
was just a product of the car checking up in front. When Jackson got out of it, everybody in front of him checked up. David Booth just touches Warren in the back, but it was enough to disrupt his car.
Dang. Well, some of the guys had to tow to pit road. And also, Chris Akers will be restarting here now. Let's see, even if they stop now, they still won't be able to make it the rest of the way on fuel. So,
oh man, talk about points wise. Mark Mann, second place in points.
Yeah,
he had to tow.
Oh my gosh, yeah, he's already a lap down now. Oh my gosh. Well, I'll tell you, when it rains, it pours for some of these guys out here, don't it?
Yes, it does.
Golly, man. Well, I was thinking, let's get a word in with Joe Sanders. I haven't talked to him in quite some time. You want to talk to him?
Sure.
All right, there he is.
Joe Sanders, Dwayne in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
All right, Joe, you've had a pretty up and down night so far. Got involved in a couple of incidents, but it looks like you were able to skate by that one. How's it been out there so far?
It's different. If you don't hit the shifts right, you're falling back.
Yeah, we've noticed a lot of guys getting squirrely. It looked like that was a product of a couple of guys getting loose up front and then just nobody able to check up in time. Did you find the cars are hard to handle out there tonight?
No, they handle pretty good. It's just a matter of if you lose that draft any bit whatsoever, you're done.
And we'll let you complete your pit stop here, and hopefully you can get it back up there, and we'll talk to you at the end.
Thank you, buddy.
All right. Let's see. Chris Akers out first. Wow. Did it this time. How did he do that? Wow. Very interesting.
Well, it looks like he took fuel only, and
Yep.
Paul Servant and Dana Osborne took 2 tires.
Yep. And that could be a game changer for them guys too, because with fresh tires compared to no tires. But he did it for track position, no doubt.
Absolutely, and he's right now. If he can stay there, he's pretty much in the catbird seat. But we've seen it time and time again. They can get a run on the outside, but they're not going to get by him.
Yeah. It's so hard to get by on that outside. Well, we got time here. How about we talk to old Slurpy Herman? Let's talk to old Slurpy Herman here. Slurpy, you got a copy?
I got you, man.
Well, the first one there was pretty upsetting. Kind of took you out of the hunt, but now you're back up inside the top 10. Man, oh man, and perfect timing too, as we're getting closer to the end of the race.
Seems like that's the only way to get position is through the pits, man.
Yep. Yeah.
The car is hard to get around people tonight.
So what do you think? It's a product of the car, the aero? What do you think of that's causing that?
Yeah, I think it's aero. You get on the outside, try to pass someone, and just bogs down, just starts plowing.
Oh boy.
That's
Okay,
all
so
right. It's still fun out here. I mean, not a lot of cautions, so it's all right.
Well, can you tell us how you come up with the name Slurpy?
You'll have to ask Holloway on Sunday night.
Ah, okay. All right. Well, he was in chat earlier. I don't know. It just kind of seemed unfitting that your name's Slurpy, but you're driving a 7-Eleven Coors Light.
Yeah, I got to get my paint guy to put a better car together for me.
Yeah, you need a 7-Eleven Slurpee.
Exactly.
All right, brother. Well, we'll let you go. Good luck out there then.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it. Really.
All right.
Now, 3 guys have stayed out. Dan Harrington, RJ Buchanan, and Anthony English now. This puts English back on the lead lap when he gets the wave around here. And Buchanan will now be 1 lap down, and Harrington will now be 5 laps down. So these guys are going to get it back the hard way here.
Well, watch for Anthony English, because we know how he can get himself to the front when he wants to. And he's been very good about that in past races.
Yeah, and he's already led laps tonight, so
Yeah.
we'll have to see if anybody can make that outside line, that third line work.
He's got a clean car. Not too bad, so he should be in decent shape here as they all get the way by. Yeah, I look for him to work his way right back up to the front. And, coming down to the final 20 laps here, we're going to have about 21 to go when they get the green, knowing that they're going to have to stop one more time for fuel.
Well, I tell you what, these guys right now on pit road, Scott Warren, David Booth, Todd Post, and Joe Sanders, they could possibly make it all the way from here.
If it stays green.
If it stays green, they will be able to make it.
Yeah. But if we have a green-white checkered, they won't be able to make it.
No, they'll have to come in. But at this point, these guys can stay out while these other guys have to pit. This could be the move of the race. We'll have to keep an eye on this group as the race goes on here and see how this plays out. That could be the winning move.
Yeah. All right, folks, here we go. Back to green. Going to be restarting on lap 60. So that'll leave us 21 to go. These guys can make it to the checkered flag, but if they have a green-white checkered, they won't be able to make it. Here we go. Pace cars in. Green is out. To get caught back up to speed here, Doug Johnson now moves into the top 5.
Yeah, he did not get a good restart, kind of check the outside line up, but everybody made it through it.
Very good, very good. Paul Servant sitting there on the high side, not where he wants to be right now. And with that big gap back to Doug Johnson, he's not going to get a whole lot of speed there with some drafting help. Doug's closing the gap right back up, though.
Yeah,
There
he's
he
going
is.
to give Paul a shot right here, but it's not going to be enough. I don't think Paul's going to have enough to lead this lap.
Kelly Dahl back into the top 6 or 7 here. Very good.
Go!
Oh, good save, Pondo Co. Wow,
And I
that
got
was...
a feeling he's not very happy with Paul Savant right now.
Whoa.
And it just looked like Paul came down, got a little too close on the side draft, and they touch.
Man.
And, that sent Pondo Co out, and that was an excellent save by Pondo.
Yes, it was. Yeah,
And
I
he will
don't think
rejoin the field.
he's not
in
going to be too
12th.
happy.
No.
And he's still in the draft, though. He'll get back up there.
And
Got
Douglas
plenty of
Johnson forces his way in. Oh, they touch.
Oh! Oh, more contact.
Johnson
He's
in
into
the
the
wall.
wall. Oh, Doug's not going to be happy about that now.
No. Oh. We got cars spinning through the grass. Les Levy.
Oh, my.
Everybody
these-
checking up there. He got tagged by Pondo Co. sent around to the inside. Now
These
he
guys
spun
are-
down through pit road, so he will not bring out a caution there.
Wow, these guys are getting pretty touchy-feely out there now, huh?
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. But
Dang.
I think the most impressive part about that is through all that, we're still green.
Yeah, I know it. And kind of a little bit of a breakaway back to Rick Brands. These guys got kind of checked up, him and Mark Mann. Now, Mark Mann is a lap down, but he is in the lucky dog position right now. He could get back on the lead lap, and that he needs to. Second in the points. Golly, man, that's going to hurt him if he finishes back there. Chris Akers looking good and strong. Got teammate. Actually, Dane Osborne's not Chris Akers' teammate, but he is Paul Servant's teammate. I think Chris is just happy to be on that bottom row, or knowing that it's going to be so difficult for somebody to pass him on the high side.
And if it comes down to it and he gets a chance, he might even go up to block that outside line if they get a run.
Yeah, looking back there, Paul Servant just can't seem to make it up there. I believe even if they finish the way they are right now, I think Paul Servant would be the point leader.
Oh,
Paul
yeah.
gets a good run.
But keep in mind, these guys still have to come to pit road.
Yeah.
This group in the back, who's staying off the lead pack right now, Joe Sanders, Todd Post, and Pondo Co., these guys can make it all the way from here. Nobody else in front of them can.
Yeah. Oh, looking good, man. These guys are running really good right now. Paul's
And
led
that's-
36 laps, though. That's the most of anybody.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to be able to challenge for that.
No,
You
I
see
don't.
these guys back here, Joe Sanders and that group that I mentioned, they're not hard on the throttle right now. If anything, they're saving fuel, trying to make sure they make it to the end.
Sure.
And I think it's going to be a little bit of trouble here if these guys do have to stop under green.
Man, a big wiggle up the hill there. Todd Poston trying to help him, but boy, he took a big wide swing in the corner right there. And here they come up on Les Levy to put Les a lap down. Man, that's a bummer for Les. Oh, Joe Sanders just put him into the wall.
Oh, man.
Man, Les is probably not going to be too happy about that, I'm telling you.
No, his night went from bad to worse.
Golly, man. Joe
Guy's
just like,
getting really aggressive here tonight.
yeah, Joe just like washed up the hill right into him.
Oh, Dana gets
Oh,
loose.
Yeah. Careful there, Dana.
I don't think these guys are done wrecking yet, Rudy.
No, I don't think so either. Coming to 14 to go this time by. And Paul Servant's going to lead that lap.
And Kelly Dahl starts blinking here.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that's not going to help Paul if he starts blinking, because it's like there's no car behind him pushing him. He loses a draft. Man, be careful, guys.
And apparently through that exchange, there was some heated discussion, as I see the driver's chat has been disabled.
Oh. I hear that. Man. Well, I would about imagine there's probably some not too happy campers out there right now.
Yeah, a lot of tempers flaring out there. The question is it going to lead over into the race?
All right.
We'll have to wait and see.
Les Levy's rejoining the race here. But he is going to be 2 laps down, but he's got a new car. Doesn't have to worry about fuel. Yep, tempers flaring, boys. Tempers flaring. Well, folks, don't forget to tune in tomorrow night. Dwayne and I'll be on the call here for the Old Fart Super Speedway Series. We'll be going live about 7:40 Eastern. 7:40 Eastern tomorrow night. And knowing just how hard it is here to pass, old Slurpy Herman. Oh, he gets into the wall!
Man,
Why
that
is
hurts.
it? I go to him and
there?
man, that happens. Good night.
That is, oh man, that hurts.
Yeah, that did big time.
He is definitely going to have to come to pit road to get that fixed.
I'll tell you what, Chris Akers is well on his way to a win here tonight. If he can stay in that, but these guys have got to pit. Now, what he's hoping for right now is this thing to stay green the rest of the way, and they finish without a green-white checkered, because if they got to go to a green-white checkered, these guys are going to probably have to pit.
Well, the problem that he really doesn't want it, if he thinks about it, to stay, because he's going to have to come to pit road, and Todd Poston and those guys will not. So he's going to need a caution. Otherwise, he's going to have to pit with the rest of these guys.
Well, I think he can make it.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah. I think
We'll have
all
to wait
these
and
guys
see.
up here, these guys can make it, because we got 10 to go. Now, they had a couple of laps of caution there, so that would put them right about the 22 laps. So, yeah, I think they can make it. But
Well,
if they
we'll
got
see.
a green-white checkered, they won't. They'll probably be pretty close to running out of fuel on the final lap if it stays green.
And
Daniel
Douglas
Jackson.
Johnson has taken his car behind the wall.
Was he the one that got all upset, or who? Well, don't matter. Don't matter.
I don't know.
say. Yeah, don't matter. Eric Green still hanging on in 10th here. Right behind his teammate there, Donovan Ranta. So, man, these guys running pretty good right now. Donovan up to 8th. Oh, man, big blinker there. Scott Warren in front of them guys blinking. Looks like he might be getting out of the way again.
And connection issues this late in the race are definitely not going to be good for him.
Golly, man.
He's
Where did
falling
he go?
all the way
Yeah.
back.
Oh,
He's
he
lost
just-
the draft
there
at
he
this
is.
point.
Oh, man. Well, at least he gets out of the way. Todd Poston back up to 11th place. I'll tell you what, this might be the best finish for Joe Sanders that he's had this season. I shouldn't say that too loud, because it always seems like something happens to him right at the end of the race and he doesn't have a good finish. So I
Well-
wish him the best of luck out there. Excuse me, man, I got the hiccup.
And I am noticing these guys are getting a lot more aggressive as we
Oh,
come
yeah.
down to it. Donovan Ranta going 3 wide. And he's got a teammate of Eric Green right behind him.
Yes, sir. These are the guys that come over from OP Racing. These guys will do a lot of super speedway racing over there. They know how to do it and when to make their move. But boy, you can see just how difficult it is for them to make that pass on the outside there, Dwayne.
Yeah, they went out there and it looked like they just hit a wall.
Yep, just hit a wall of air. Dang. That's a bummer. RJ Buchanan, way back. Anthony English, he pitted, but he is a lap down. It's coming down to 6 to go this time by. Oh, be careful there. Man, I'll tell you what, Dane Osborne had his hands full right there.
Yes, he did. And luckily he had a teammate on the outside of him, or that would have been big.
Yes, sir. All right, coming by this time, Chris Akers leads that lap, but not by much. If that would have been the last lap, man, it would have been a photo finish.
For sure.
How close was it?
19 hundredths of a second.
Dang. That was pretty close. Well, Paul Servant kind of backs off a little bit there. And I think Kelly Dahl might be trying to get a layer in that radiator, but look who's right behind him, Todd Poston. He got around Donovan Ranta.
Yeah, and we know Todd can make it on fuel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we know that. But starting from 24th position, if there's a caution, we know he won't pit. He won't pit, and he'll probably stay out there. Out of this whole front group, he'd be about one of the only ones that could make it.
Yep.
But one green, white checkered. I don't think he could make it 2. He's only got about 2 laps to the good compared to the rest of these guys.
Yes.
Chris Akers praying for no caution right now. And going to the outside. Oh my gosh. Kelly Dahl takes it to the high side. And Todd Poston said, thank you for the spot. Appreciate that very much. He comes right up in behind Paul Servant. And watch Todd Poston push Paul Servant right by these guys on the outside. They are just not making any headway up there. Donovan doesn't know whether to go high or low. He's trying to stay the draft. Kelly Dahl going to get shuffled out there. Nobody helping him. Oh, man. Can he get into that spot? Yes, he does. He saves grace right there. Phew.
More like forces his way in, but we'll
yeah,
let it
no
go.
kidding. Well, we never did get to do a crank it up, but oh well. It's been pretty exciting racing. We really haven't had much time to do a crank it up.
Nope. 3 to go.
3 to go, and nobody's going to stop. They're just hoping that it stays green. Man, very good, very good. Looking at the cautions here tonight, we've had 4 cautions, folks. 3 laps to go. We've had 23 lead changes. That's pretty amazing. For it being as hard as it is to pass, I mean, that's a lot of lead changes.
Absolutely. And 201 mile an hour as they go down into turn 3.
Man, I'm telling you, they're booking it right now. Everybody's got it cranked up. Chris Akers, Paul Servant. Looks like Paul Servant's going to lead that lap with a big push here from Todd Poston. And, boy, I'll tell you, Paul would love to come down in front of Chris Akers, but there just isn't quite enough room there yet.
Not yet.
Nope.
That might have been his shot. We'll have to wait and see.
Yep, he might have done it, but, boy, I'll tell you what. If he'd have caught the nose of Chris Akers, it wouldn't have been good for either of them.
If they can get back to the line, there will not be an overtime.
Getting a little dicey out there right now. Servant looking to try to get the win. He's got 38 laps led here so far tonight. Chris Akers has got 26. And Chris is going to lead this lap, but white flags in the air. We will no overtime, Dwayne.
No, next flag, yellow or checkered, will end this race. And right now, it's a two-man show. Is it going to be Savant or is it going to be Akers?
Yeah. How much talking is Paul Savant trying to talk his teammate Dana Osborne into backing off and letting him win it? God, I hope they're not doing that. I shouldn't have said that.
It doesn't look like that at all. As
No.
Osborne is all over the bumper, even into the corner here of
Yeah,
Akers.
Oh, they're getting together.
Posting goes around.
Oh my gosh, a
Three
bunch
cars
of them.
out
They're going to
for
go
the
3
finish.
wide. And Chris Akers is going to win it. They get together. Oh my. What? Dana Osborne won that.
Dana Osborne wins,
Holy smokes.
gliding through the infield.
We got to go back and look at that one more time here, folks. That was the craziest finish I've seen. These guys are,
Wow.
man.
Just wow.
Yeah, watching Dana here. Now, this is where I believe it was Donovan gets together. Donovan looks like he comes up into Todd Post, and that spins them two out. Okay, so now this made it a 3-car race to the checkered flag.
And it looks
And-
like Osborne tried to go 3 wide when there was no hole and just gets into Savant. And that's they all wreck for the
Oh
win.
my
And,
gosh. Look at that. And boy, Chris Akers hard into the wall, Servant, they will finish second and third,
I don't
respectively.
think Savant even has a single tire on the ground as he passes the start-finish line.
Dana Osborne coming home with the win. Oh my gosh. Well, we're going to get these guys up here, so hang on a minute, folks. All right, we caught up with the winner, Dana Osborne. Dana, you lucked into victory lane here on this one tonight. There's just no getting around that, brother. You were in the right spot when those two got together. You kind of got pushed off the track, but you crossed the finish line first, and that's all that matters, right?
Yeah, my plan was pushing Chris, to the end, and I guess I got lucky, man.
Well, man, tell me about what this win means to you. It's been a while since I've seen you in victory lane, brother.
Yeah, Christmas time's over, and I'm back at it, from work and, making it here on Friday night. So, yeah, it's been a while since I've been in victory lane. I'll
Yes,
take it.
sir. Yeah. Hey, let them guys get together and wreck out, and you can take the win. Well, what was the racing like out there? I mean, we know you spent a lot of time back in dirty air. Was the car kind of, because we've seen you moving around a lot, was the car a little bit tough to handle?
Yeah, there's something about it. This car feels sloppy to me all night long, and I told Paul and Dan, I mean, I know I'm all over the place, man. I feel like it.
Yeah. Well, you weren't the only one. We've seen a lot of guys out there just kind of, and the only thing we could attribute it to was the air, aero off of them cars. And Paul brought up a good point. If the front end was down a little bit closer to the track, because it sits up there about 3 or 4 inches, that wouldn't, let the air get underneath it. So I don't know if that would help it or not, but you had great pit stops tonight. You bring home the win, Dana. Congratulations to you. Who you got to thank for this victory?
I want to thank Paul and Dan for letting me in this, on their team. I appreciate them for all they do, and I want to thank you guys for putting this on, and want to thank all these guys.
Well, congratulations for your first victory of 2020. Maybe that's a good sign, Dana. Maybe you'll have a great 2020, huh?
Yeah, I hope so.
All right, buddy. All right, well, we'll see you next week at Talladega then.
I appreciate you.
All right, buddy. All right, Dwayne, you got second?
Yes, caught up with Chris Akers here. Chris, 500 feet. You can see the start-finish line, but you ended up sliding across the wrong way in second. Talk about your racing out there a little bit tonight.
Man, tonight's race was a pit road kind of race. That's the only way we could get passing done. Hopefully, when we go to Talladega in these cars, we'll fix this. We'll have it to where we can pass on high side and low side all night long. But yeah, that was 500 feet to the finish line. I thought I had it wrapped up, and I ended up going backwards. Pulled a Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, well, you still finished second, and bring it home. It's going to be a good points night for you. Who you got to thank for second place tonight?
Oh shoot, I want to thank the NSRA guys for putting all this on as usual. It's a great time running. I want to thank you and Rudy for broadcasting tonight. Can't wait to go rewatch it. And then Paul and Dana for pushing all night long. You've done a great job. And thanks to fans for coming out and watching.
All right, well, we'll let you go celebrate second. And Rudy, you got third?
I do. Paul Servat, you finish, man, flipping all over the place there. But you still come home with a third place. And unofficially, I would have to say you probably took over the points lead.
I have no idea, but I mean, if you want to get wrecked, I guess that's the time and place to get wrecked.
Right. Exactly. You got it right.
Yeah, that was a fun race. We were up front all night. That was the plan, to stay up front. We knew with the setup and everything that it was going to be hard to, track position would be like key to a good finish, and the plan worked out. I'll take third. Points, man.
Oh, heck yeah. Well, that's the main thing, And like I said, unofficially, I'm going to say you probably took the point lead back over because Mark didn't finish well, and neither did Anthony. Anthony finished back in 8th. So, and you guys were only 2 points separated there, and Daniel Holloway was not here tonight. So I'd say unofficially you took the point lead over. So, but man, what a way to start the 2020 season out, huh? Isn't that something?
Yeah. Well, I think last 2 races on the Friday league, I got wrecked out and leading the points and fell back. I think I felt like 5th or 6th or something like that. This last race, even the races I got wrecked out of, I picked up most bonus points and everything throughout the night, so that helps. And tonight also with the pole, and I do believe I led most laps.
Yes, you did. 38 laps you led.
Yeah, so bonus points again.
That's
they're just racking them up. So I mean, points, guys. Points are so important, and I have to apologize. I don't know who got up beside me and got into the wall when I went into the middle. It looked like he was going to take it 3 wide on me, so I stayed in the middle, and I guess he got up into the wall. Definitely was not intentional by any means. So I want to apologize to him.
Well, great points night for you, Paul, and congratulations on third. Who you got to give a shout out to or thank you for?
The league, you guys, Team Redline, we were up front pretty much all race. Awesome race, and also in the pits. I mean, we no tires, left sides, no tires, right sides, no tires. Had fun with Chris. We swapped positions from the pits a couple times. That was fun racing him in the pits. I got to thank Chris. We were working up front together. Todd Posen for pushing me there at the end. I lost him there at the end. Finish might have been different if Todd didn't get turned and wrecked.
I think so.
It would have been close. I would have loved to have finished, side by side with Chris. Drag race it out to the start finish line. See who would have taken the win. Unfortunately, what happened. It happens. But like I said, if it's gonna happen, that's the place you want it to happen.
That's right. That's better than on lap 2.
Yes, sir.
Well, what do you think of your teammate Dana taking it to victory lane?
Congrats to him. I'm messing around with him, but
I know
he did turn a teammate to get the win. So.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
No, it's
you know how it is difficult as it was to pass out there tonight. Every track position, like Chris just said, that you can possibly get out there, with you and him drag racing off a pit road each and every time. And it was just so difficult to come out of it with anything,
Yeah. And That's why I was like side drafting. You mentioned it earlier when you pulled me up during the race.
Yeah.
Like side drafting, I just you were afraid to fall too far back and somebody jump up in front of you, and then you would have been stuck, in fourth or fifth or something. So definitely side drafting a little more than I would have liked to, with considering the setup was a little all over the place with certain guys. So
Right.
yeah, I definitely took some chances tonight to hold position, and it worked out. I got to congrats to all the guys up front, and Happy New Year to everybody, and it was a good race.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, thanks for talking to us, Paul. We'll see you next week at Talladega.
Yes, sir. Have a good night.
All right. You too. All right, Dwayne, let's run down through the results here. Dane Osborne comes home with the win. Congratulations to him, man. That was a great win for him. Chris Akers finishes second, backwards. Paul Servant third. Rick Seabrands will finish fourth. Joe Sanders with a top 5 finish, Dwayne. Holy smokes.
Very nice.
Yes. He may be, 2020 might be his year. I'm saying that because, Joe's come a long ways in his racing. He's had a lot of downturns, a lot of bad luck and stuff that's happened to him. Maybe his luck's turning around in 2020. So wish him the best. Kelly Dahl will finish 6th. Pondo Co 7th. Todd Poston 8th. Sean Stevens 9th. And Daniel Jackson 10th. Dwayne?
TJ Bruck brings it home 11th. Scott Warren 12th. Jordan Sailors rebounds to 13th. Donovan Ranta 14th. Eric Green finishes 15th. Mark Mann, disappointing 16th. David Booth 17th. Anthony English 18th. 19th is Les Levy. And RJ Buchanan rounds out the top 20. Dan Harrington brings it home 21st. Slurpee Herman brings it home 22nd. And David Overstreet 23rd.
Doug Johnson, too. He finished 24th.
Yep. Doug Johnson rounds out the field in 24th.
Yep. All right, folks. Well, thanks for watching tonight. We appreciate it. Congratulations again to our winner here, Dana Osborne for NSRA and MaxSpeedTV. Thank you, Dwayne, for helping out tonight. I appreciate it so much. You know that, brother. But thank you for watching, folks. And until next time, stay safe and have a good night.
Happy New Year and good night, everybody.